If you're looking for best practices for your bank or credit union, join us while we talk all things sales, marketing, and strategy for financial institutions. Let's make it happen with FiGrow Solutions.
Hi there, I'm Meredith Olmstead, CEO and founder of FiGrow Solutions. We are an inbound marketing agency. We do digital marketing and sales consulting for banks and credit unions. And I'm here with our Chief of Strategy, Penny Vanderbush. Say hi, Penny.
Hey, everyone.
And we were just having an awesome conversation, a really awesome conversation, actually, about how our relationship with some of our clients, who we think of as partners, has evolved over the course of like a year or two. And I thought, you know what, this is really a really good conversation to have about the value of really solid relationships with external experts or partners and how that can impact your internal departments and teams at your financial institution. So I wanted to hit record because Penny and I were just sharing some relationship building and some takeaways we've been having from relationships with marketing teams, specifically at a couple of different institutions that we work with, and specifically a team that we've been working with for now almost 2 full years, and a team that we're just starting to work with. So it's kind of cool to think about the two in the same time. So some of the challenges we saw with both of these teams, we wanted to share, and then we wanted to share kind of like how we've seen those teams evolve and really rise up to meet those challenges. So some of the things that we see a lot with marketers, with marketing department heads, they're kind of middle management or even like at a CMO level, but somewhere in the midst there, not quite C level, but a little below, is that they can struggle with getting internal buy-in. Sometimes they'll lack some confidence over time because of that, because people are constantly like, why, that doesn't make sense or whatever. They don't really understand all the strategy behind it. So that can undermine and make people feel like, oh, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. And they don't always feel like appreciated necessarily by their peers, by other department heads, and heard in general through the executive team. So that's definitely something that we see with both of these instances we were talking about. Penny, what else? Like we were talking about a few different things.
Yeah, I think that, on playing off of that note, when you start to feel like you're not understood or heard, you can easily start to take it personally. And I think we see that a lot. Like we have seen marketers almost in tears or like have an emotional reaction to like what is happening, inside the workplace because they're so frustrated, they're just so frustrated. And I think that where we see that the most is that sometimes a marketing department is actually underneath like a C-level position that's not marketing. They may be under like retail or sales or operations or even HR.
Lending even.
Lending. Like they kind of, in some institutions, marketing is kind of like, I don't know, like they're not structured so that they have a seat at the C-level table. And so when that happens, it becomes incredibly frustrating and difficult for a marketer to feel supported and encouraged in many cases because they don't feel as though their boss really understands what they're trying to do or their goals, or doesn't have the time to learn because they're also trying to do these other responsibilities for other departments and areas that they're responsible for. So I definitely think that we've seen a lot of people kind of like if they start to take it personally.
Yeah. And I think, what else I was going to say about that too, is that sometimes it's to nobody's fault, really. Right. It's not like a blame thing. It's like, if your senior team really doesn't know how to support the growth of a marketing professional in learning their craft more and becoming more confident and all those things. I mean, it's from a leadership perspective, yes, you can really promote listening skills and communication skills and all of that. But like a lot of executives, they might not know what they don't know, you know what I mean? And they certainly don't know what their marketing team doesn't know, right? So they're kind of like, well, you tell me, but like, I don't believe you, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of funny where like, they don't mean to undermine what's happening, but they kind of share their opinion and they think that matters, and it does matter, but it's like, it's a weird scenario.
100%. Good clarifying point. It's not to anybody's fault, at all. So I think that, I think one of the main differences in our work is that we truly consider ourselves to be partners. I was just on a call the other day where we got on the call with an agenda and we were supposed to be talking about a set of things. And I get on the call and, someone's visibly upset about something that has recently happened in an incorrect email communication that's gone out. And I'm like, whoa, like, let's throw that agenda aside. We can talk about that stuff another day. Let's address the problem you're having right now. And that problem wasn't in our scope of work or our line of deliverables for that client, but it's what they needed like at that time. And so I think that if you're an internal marketing department, and you're considering finding external resources, I think it's really important that you're looking at what that relationship is going to be beyond just tactical deliverables and scope of work. Are these people that you want to get on the call with, get on a phone call with and feel comfortable saying, this is terrible. I'm freaking out. I need help and support. I got on a call this morning with this team, and this is that team that we've been working with now for almost 2 years. And I can remember at the beginning, everyone got on the call extremely professional, like dress and in the way they spoke. And throughout time, we have kind of developed like this relationship now through this partnership. We're recording this pre-Halloween. Someone got on the call and had like a wig on and some fun glasses, and they're like, this is the last time we're going to see you before Halloween, so I thought it'd be fun to dress up and messy buns and all of that. And then we got some really solid work done, and they were sharing some really great internal successes. And I think that is really important. Like, you need that support from anyone you're partnering with to be able to come to a call frustrated and get help, come to a call feeling fun or, silly or whatever that may be, and have it received well, and then also still be able to get work done.
Yeah.
So I think that's important in relationships.
Obviously, honestly, totally agree. And then I think too, it's like a really good partner who has, because like we're not just saying this to like, boost ourselves up, but like when you have a number of professionals who have a lot of marketing or, just industry area or level expertise, it does give you a sense of confidence and the ability to really talk to the strategy behind what you're doing, the why behind it, and clearly communicate that. But the thing that's nice about doing it with an external partner is that we come to the table without all the emotional baggage of the office politics that go on at the institution. So what we can do is say, okay, let's bring it back to the, calm down. Let's take the emotion out of it. Take these 3 talking points back to your executive team, explain, this is exactly what we're trying to achieve. Here's your 2 or 3 options for customizing if you want to give them a stake in it. And then that's how you present it. And so it's almost like for you with your clients, I think of you're almost mentoring some of these department heads to be more confident, to be more talented, to grow into their roles even more, and to kind of take the emotional components out of it and really just bring it back down to the strategy and the campaigns.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it helps because, like you said, being an external resource, we use different language, we explain things in different ways, and we have, in some cases, data to back what we're talking about. And I think that really helps, support these internal marketers to have confidence and use like a different language. So internally, you likely will say the same phrases over and over and over again as you try to explain yourself. And so when you have an external resource who can show you a different way to say it or a different way to prove that point, it gives you a different angle to help your internal team understand, what it is. Great example is that, this team that I've been working with for a very long time recently sent a marketing email that resulted in hundreds of phone calls and a response rate, like an incredibly high response rate. And the internal, lending team and contact and support team wasn't expecting that kind of volume. And so they were like, hey, what's going on? Like, what just happened? What did you do? And in the past, that marketer would have maybe apologized, or, it would have resulted in stalling the rest of the campaign or something like that. And instead, this marketer had the confidence now to say, I posted all the information on our intranet, which is where we communicate that this is going to go out. It was available to you. And yeah, our marketing email resulted in this great surge
response rate.
of inquiries. Like this is really good. And this is how we're marketing. And just the confidence that I know a year ago wouldn't have been there. A year ago, it would have been full of apologies and stop the campaign. And we're so, we won't do that again. And I think that confidence comes from working with marketers who a partner marketing agency like us, where we can give them the confidence to say, yeah, that's your job. That's great. That's a fantastic, that's what you're supposed to do. And your internal teams are now going to pay attention and pay attention when you say you're going to send, some campaigns and look at the materials that you have. So yeah, I think that, growing confidence and helping internal teams communicate in a way that helps others understand is so much of what we do in our day-to-day as we work with our partners, because we have that external outlook. And like you said, it's not about office politics or past feelings or anything personal. It's about doing the job.
It is nice though. It's really nice to see it. It's nice to see it happen over time. It's nice to see people feeling supported and growing and learning. And so it's pretty cool, but awesome. Well, thanks, Penny. I'm really happy we were able to share this conversation with everybody. If you all are interested in watching any of our other podcasts, please visit figrow.com. We also have lots of other case studies and resources there for your bank, digital marketing and sales consulting needs, banks and credit unions. So we would love for you to visit us and reach out if you have any stories or questions. And otherwise, let's just get out there and make it happen.